Hello my loves. So today I have a rose gold type of thing going on, and of course, as my last previous videos, I am going to use this beautiful baby right here. So yes, I used all the shadows, well, not all the shadows. All the shadows I used on my eyes are from this beautiful palette. So if you want to see how to get this look, then make sure you subscribe to my channel right here, somewhere right here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload, and give this video a huge thumbs up, and make sure you leave your comment down below of your email address so that if you win my 700 subscriber giveaway, you can be notified about it. I can have something to contact you at and all of that. But we have to hit 700 subscribers first, so make sure you're not missing out on any of my videos, because you never know when it will be a huge announcement and all that good stuff. So without further ado, if you want to know how to get this look, then just keep on watching. All right. So for our first brush that we're going to take is Mr. Fluff Fluff. I'm pretty sure y'all know the numbers by now, but in case you're new and you haven't been watching or keeping up with my videos, the brush I'm using, that's Mr. Fluff Fluff, is the Morphe M504. This brush is life. If you've been watching my videos, you know this brush is life. Anywho, alright, so the first shade that we're gonna go in with is this one right here. Ooh, hold on. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna go with the fourth shadow from fourth shadow from whichever way you're looking from. So whether it's the right or the left, I can't really tell, but you're gonna go in with the fourth one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you're gonna dip your brush in here, top off the excess, and let's get started. I really wish that this palette had a freaking mirror. Y'all don't know how irritated I get because it doesn't have a mirror. Alright, so we're just gonna put this in our crease. Remember to use a really light hand. You don't want to go in heavy. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of that shadow, top off the excess, and I really want to build up this shade. Like really bad. Grab a little bit more. I really like to build up this shade because I want it to peep through whenever I add the darker shade. I'm just building it up. Circular motion. Make sure you bring it all the way out and all the way in. Just like that. Take a shot every time I say just like that, because I notice I say that shit a lot in my videos. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Morphe M506, the little tiny little brush, and we're gonna go in with this very scary looking shade. I was so scared to use this shade, but it's so pretty. I don't know why I was so scared of this shade, but it's gorgeous. So from here you're gonna go down 3. So 1, 2, and 3. I just dropped my mirror. Okay, so you just dip it in there. Let me pick up my mirror and I'll be back. Okay, so now that I got my mirror, we're gonna put that right in the crease. I'm putting it in my outer corner as well, and I'm just putting that right on in there, right in the crease. Just like that. There goes shot number 2. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Guys, I was so scared of this shadow, and it's so freaking pretty. Like, I don't know why I've been scared of this shadow for so long. Okay, I'm just building it up. I'm gonna add a little bit more in my crease, and then we're about to blend it out with Mr. Fluff. So now you want to go back to a more fluffy brush. So you grab your big fluffy brush and you go back in with the lightest shade you use. So the lightest shade I used was this one right here. So I'm gonna go back in with this shade, tap off the excess as always, and we're gonna blend out that pink shadow so that you don't have any harsh lines. You don't want any harsh lines. You want to add a really light hand to this. You don't want to be, you know, stabbing your eye or whatever. You know, just going with a really light hand, and your blending will have such a huge difference. You'll see a really big difference in your blending with it. Ooh, I got the hiccup. Just like that. Shot number 3. Keep count, girl. Just like that. Keep count. Keep count. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the pink shade again. We're gonna grab a little bit more. Where is it? So we're gonna grab a little bit more. Tap off the excess. I want to build it up a little bit, but not too much, just enough for it to show. So I'm grabbing it back on this small little brush, and I'm adding more to my crease. Just like that. Now I'm grabbing Mr. Fluff, this big fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go back in with the light shade and blend it out again. Grab my mirror, and I'm gonna blend out that pink shade again. If you don't have this palette, don't feel like bummed out. Just grab shadows that look really, really similar to it. You don't need this palette. I mean, it's such an amazing palette, so if you don't have it, I do recommend you get it. And it's permanent now, so that's amazing. So if you haven't got your hands on it, it's actually a permanent palette now. It's not going to be a limited edition anymore, so you can go ahead and get it. Alright, so now that this is nice and blended, we're gonna cut the crease slightly. I'm not gonna cut all the way through, I'm just gonna cut half, and I'll show y'all how I do it in my next clip. Alright, so basically what I do is I grab this flat brush. I always use the same brush, don't know why, just always use the same brush. This is the Equal Tools. The name kind of faded off. But I think it's the flat shader brush. It looks like this. I've had this brush since I was like 15. So I'm just dipping it into my Soft Ochre by MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and that's what I'm gonna use to cut my crease. Sorry. Okay, so I'm taking my brush and I'm gonna start cutting it. I really like to use this instead of the concealer that I would use, the Prolong concealer. I've been liking this technique a lot more. Okay, so I'm gonna be quiet for a few seconds because this takes so much concentration. Just bringing it halfway through. I'm not bringing it all the way. Just like that. Just like that. So once you have it just like this, then you're gonna grab your small little brush, small one, or actually not this one. Let's go in with this one, which I like to use to smudge out. This is the Morphe E17. You'll notice that in majority of my videos, I'm always using the same brush. Sorry. These are just my go-to brushes. Okay, so we're gonna go back in with that pink shade, this cranberry looking shade right here. And we're gonna bring that into the lid. So we're gonna put it in the outer corner and bring it into the lid. So you can give it more of that half cut crease, ombre type of look. So I'm just bringing it in, smudging it, and smudging it. Okay. And now I'm gonna take the small little brush, this one right here, and I'm gonna get that same pink shade and I'm gonna make it more into my crease. So I'm taking this pink shade right here, tapping off the excess, and I'm gonna put that right in my crease. This just makes it a lot more defined. Just like that. Now I'm gonna take Mr. Fluff again, once again, and we're gonna blend that out one last time. Just one last time. So we're gonna go back in with this light shade right here, top off the excess, and we're gonna blend out that shade one last time before we go in with our lid shade. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm going to take my Cover FX Mattifying Setting Spray. I'm going to wet my brush. This is the ColourPop Flat Shader Brush, by the way. I'm just going to wet my brush so it can be blinding whenever I put the shimmer shade. So the shade I'm going to go in with is this one right here. I'm going to grab that, coat my brush, top off the excess if any. And now I'm gonna put that where we cut the crease. So I'm gonna put it from inner to outer. Well, not to the outer, but towards the middle so it can connect with the dark shade. Just like that. Y'all are probably drunk already with my take a shot every time I say that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more because I want it to really be built up. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more and add that on there to intensify it a little bit more, because I want it to really pop out. Alright, so now we're going to go back in with the smudger brush, which is the E17 from Morphe. We're gonna go back in one last time with that dark shadow. So we're gonna go back in with this pink shade right here. Tap off the excess, and now we're gonna blend those two shadows together. So I'm just grabbing this brush and I'm just dragging it in there. Just putting it halfway through and slightly dragging it to the outer of my eye. That gives it the ombre effect that we want. I'm connecting it to my crease, bringing it to the outer corner of my eye, and that's it. So now I'm gonna go put on some eyeliner, some lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright, my loves, so this is the finished look. I hope y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I loved it. I love how this one came out. I'm like a sucker for rose gold, and anything with pinks I'm like super in love with. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join my 700 subscriber giveaway. So I'll see y'all in my next one, and I hope y'all have a marvelous day and Happy New Year's to all of you. Bye.